The bandwidth for this episode of the Power Factor Show is brought to you by the Firearms Radio Network. Firearmsradio.tv.
Sponsored by Taylor Freelance, Rainier Ballistics, Hodgson Powders, and JPL Precision.
Hi, welcome to Power Factor. I'm Larry, and this is my good friend TJ. He's going to help me test some ammo today. So we've got LoadHouston. Check out LoadHouston.com. They sent us some ammo to test. This was kind of in response to my 40 caliber episode and how I talked about how I think 40 is like the most versatile cartridge for the sport, and you can do just about anything for it. With the caveat, as long as you're reloading, you could make some minor power ammo. Well, these guys load minor power 40 ammo as one of their products, and they sent us some to test. So one nice thing I like about so far, just looking at it, we haven't tried any yet, but so far I like the fact that he's got the bullet manufacturer on here, the bullet weight, the velocity that he's measured, and we're going to measure that, but also the power factor. So that's really nice. So as a competition shooter, you see the power factor of the ammo. Now he's speaking our language, so you know, you can see if you get something as light as possible, or if you want something a little snappier. He's got some you know, different levels of power factor. So just for example here, we'll just run down the line. We've got 5 different ones to test. This one's a 40 precision, 170 grain, and it's supposed to be 845 feet per second, 143.6 power factors listed on the box. We've got a lead bullet, 155 grain, and I'm not sure who his lead bullet manufacturer is, it doesn't say, but 155 grain lead bullet, 911 feet per second, 141.2 power factor. So we got one is 143, we got 142, 153.9, this is a lead 180, 151.2, this is a Black Bullets International 180, and what you got there?
So 151 power factor, 40 caliber Bayou Bullet.
Bayou Bullets. So I don't know if you guys heard of those. This is like I said, this is precision. They're a moly coated, they're a black bullet. We've got lead here. This is a 155 grain round nose lead. The 180 lead, the 180 black bullet is another black moly coat, and then these Bayou Bullets, I don't know if you guys have seen these, they're green in color, and it's also a moly coated bullet. The moly coat they call gator snot, so they're from Louisiana, and they're real slippery. So what we're going to do today is we're going to chrono each of these through 2 different guns. I've got my Glock 35, so I got a little bit longer barrel, and TJ is going to run my Glock 23, and we're going to check the velocity of all these through the chrono. We'll get you a little footage of that, and we'll do an accuracy test. You see the targets behind us. I brought TJ in mainly for the accuracy. TJ's an A-class going on master. I'm an A-class going on B, so TJ's here to help us. TJ's here to help us out with the accuracy portion of the show. So now we're going to move over to the chrono. Okay, so we're gonna test our accuracy and our chrono at the same time. So the first bullet I'm going to use here is the 170 grain precision. It's supposed to be 845 feet per second.
.850, 854, 796.
Uh-oh. Light primer strike. This is a light trigger spring.
.828.
.828. Okay. All right, the next bullet we're going to test here is the 155 grain lead bullet. It's supposed to be 911 feet per second. Yeah,
962.
I think my gun doesn't like to feed those. There's that one. It's got a little different shape to it.
935. 917, 931.
All right, that's good enough to average that out. Okay, we're gonna try the 180 grain lead bullet. It's supposed to be, what's the target?
855.
855. Let's see what we got.
884. 857. 864. 837. And 877.
All right, this is the 180 grain Black Bullets International, supposed to be 840 feet per second.
$836, $806,
Light primer.
$821, $874.
All right, this is a 180 grain Bayou Bullet. What did we say it was?
838 feet per second.
838.
$844. This one. $832. $838. And $834.
All right.
So these are the 180 grain or 180 grain Bayou, 838 feet per second. This is a nice group. Nice enough. This is 180 grain 40 BBI bullets, 840 feet per second. Like those ones.
Yeah.
Okay, these are 40 lead, 180 grain at 855 feet per second. So 155 grain, 40 caliber lead, 911 feet per second. Seem to be shooting a little high out of this one. 170 grain, 40 caliber precision bullets at 845 feet per second. A little high on those ones also.
Okay, so we'll take a look at our accuracy here. I was shooting the center mass A zone with the help of a black dot. I don't have my corrective lenses yet, so I needed a little cheat sheet here. A-zone accuracy. This is the Bayou Bullet 180 grain, and we're shooting from, we're about 17 yards out. I've measured this bay. That's about 17 yards back. TJ, how do you feel about accuracy?
Those weren't bad. 4 alphas, I'd take that in a match.
Heck yeah. I
Not
like
bad
that.
at all.
Let's check the next one here. This is the 180 grain Black Bullets International. Hey, look at that. Again, I had 4 what I'd call decent shots. I think this is one I had a light strike on. We'll talk about that later, but that looks like a heck of a group too.
That's not bad. Looks like I pulled
For
one
sure,
a little
yeah.
bit high, but overall, that's a really nice group.
Certainly is. Next one, we got 180 grain lead bullets. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they're all in the black. That's about a 4-inch black circle on this target.
Again, 4 alphas, one a little high, one a little bit low, but I'd still shoot that in a match.
That's good for
Good
match
stuff.
accuracy, absolutely. And these are the 155, if I remember right. 155 grain lead. I think I had a light strike here too. I've only got 4 hits. Accuracy.
Yeah, I was shooting a couple went over the top on this one, and then a short Glock.
Yeah,
But
to be fair, TJ's not used to my Glock with its stock trigger, so
that is true.
it's horrendous. And the last one is Precision 170. I was walking these out. I don't know what happened there. I know I yanked a couple. I'm only seeing 4 holes.
Is that mine?
Is that mine or yours?
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know. I'll take the blame for that.
Yep.
So
we got one kind of in there, but overall, that's still doable.
sure thing. Okay, so let's. What we're going to do next is a smokiness test. As action shooters, we shoot fast sometimes at targets. Sometimes targets require more than 2 shots. Sometimes there's, 3 targets. Maybe there's 3 targets, right next to each other, and you're, ripping 2.46 rounds. So we're going to do a couple build drills and see if these rounds are smoky. So stay tuned for that up next. Okay, we're going to test these for smokiness now. This is the Bayou Bullet, and I'm just going to do some rapid fire and see if we can generate some smoke. Yeah, I think that was fine. There's a little smoke in the air, but it's not obscuring the target whatsoever on that one.
All right, so these 40 cal Bayou Bullets, 180 grain as well. That was good. I can see through that all day long.
Okay, these are the 180 grain Black Bullets International. That's why we put 10 rounds in the gun. Can't say I have much of an opinion. About the same smoke as what those Bayous were, but my light striker is not igniting those reliably, so I couldn't generate the biggest cloud of smoke. Let's see what the stock gun will do.
These are also the Black Bullet Internationals. A little bit more smoky than the previous ones, but still able to see through it in the sun.
Okay, now we're going to try the lead 180 grain. Oh yeah.
That's smoky.
That was smoky. Yeah, that's rapid firing. That's obscuring the target a little bit, that's for sure. And especially in the morning when it's real dewy and stuff, I think that might even make it even heavier of a cloud.
These are the same lead bullets Larry just shot. Yeah, that's pretty smoky. If I was pushing forward through a stage shooting through that, it would start being hard to see where the targets were.
Okay, these are the 155 grain lead bullets. already got a light strike. They sure don't like feeding in my gun. Yeah, I can tell those are a bit smoky as well.
Again, same bullet as Larry's shooting the 155 grain lead bullets. Yep, those are also pretty smoky. All these bullets seem to run pretty good in this factory Glock over Larry's other gun.
Yeah, it's a miracle I get through a match without light strikes, seems like. All right, these are the 170 grain precision black moly coated bullets. Yeah, little smoke there, little smoke on that one.
Again, the 170 grain precision bullets. A little bit smoky, not as bad as a couple of the other ones though.
Well, in summary, what'd you think?
I think some were definitely a little bit smokier than others. Some were smoky, but you could still shoot through a stage on them. Some of them were pretty smoky, it'd be a little bit harder.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the lead ones, without a doubt, had a heavier smoke cloud when rapid firing, as rapidly as I could fire without having a light primer strike. So the proprietor, Matt Rosser, he did warn me about, I think he even asked me not to try it with a severely lightened striker, but you know, it is what it is. You know, I just kind of thought I'd give it a try. I think he's using CCI primers. I don't know if, do you know for sure, are they this color? They're brass color?
CCIs are silver. So.
Oh, they're silver. Well, I don't know which primers he's using, but yeah, so I would just say they work fine in the stock trigger system. Yeah. I mean, they not a light strike, not one at all. So if you're, I'd say maybe if you're running a little bit of a racier platform, which keep in mind, these are minor power factor, you're more likely to be running closer to stock, I would think, if you're running IDPA or production division versus my racier limited gun. So we'll give them that much. As far as kind of overall pick, I mean, accuracy was, I'd say, decent on everything. Nothing was horribly accurate, but your favorite, I think, for sure would be...
yeah. For accuracy, these were definitely the pick of the day, and they worked as far as smokiness as well.
These were the 180 grain Black Bullet International. As far as smoke goes, I felt like these Bayous were just a little less than the Black Bullets International.
I'd agree with that.
But both of them easily, you know, if you're challenged with a bill drill in a match or something, you'll see through that cloud, I think, without too much of a problem. So, I don't know. Any other parting shots, TJ?
I mean, I would shoot any of them in a major match. They all seem to do fairly well as far as accuracy.
Yeah.
You know, and again, smokiness depends on weather conditions you're shooting in. So
certainly does. Yeah, yeah. In that morning dew with the kind of inversion or whatever that holds all the, and if you got no wind or anything, these lead bullets are going to throw a lot more smoke. But you know, if you're just kind of a casual plinker, if you want probably a cheaper option, I would imagine these lead bullets are probably a little bit of a less expensive option for you. You want to plink with your 40 cal and not have that heavily loaded factory stuff. That's another good way to go too, even if you're not a competitor. So, you know, we want to thank LoadHouston again. Check them out, LoadHouston.com, and see what kind of products they've got. And I want to thank Matt Rosser for sending us the ammo. Thank TJ for helping us with the show. And see you guys next week.
Hey Power Factor fans, I'm Rick. We've got a trivia question. It's not competition oriented per se, but it involves a gun that I shot in competition, so it's kind of a wishy-washy competition question. But for those of you in the know, if you've seen pictures of my bench, you've seen this gun frame hanging above my reloading bench. And I'll give you a hint. The gun was made in Spain. It was one of the first compact 45 auto pistols made in the early to mid 70s. It was fairly popular. Jeff Cooper thought it was a great idea. This was after the Commander came out, but before the Officer's ACP came out. So it's a little bit more compact than a Commander. But alloy frame, this weighs like 2 ounces. And so the trivia question is, what kind of a gun is this that Rick has hanging over his bench?